from 30 FPS all the way up to an unlimited amount. How does FPS really change how you can play in Fortnite? Today I will be seeing that very thing. Now, I'm not the best at Fortnite, so the FPS might not change me very much, but let me know your preference in the comments. Of course, high FPS makes your game way less shaky. I can't even flip this ramp. But you might be able to get higher graphics if that's important to you. See, I'm really struggling on this low FPS. But you might not. Alright, so that's 30 FPS. It's kind of shaky. Still playable, but really annoying to play on. So, let's up it to 60 FPS and see how we do. Okay, I'm already noticing my gameplay is a lot smoother. I'm hitting edits more consistently. And yeah, I actually really love 60 FPS. And of course, if you're running on high FPS normally, but need like better graphics maybe, I wouldn't recommend 60 FPS, but the 120 margin, that's when things really start to up their game, because at 120 you can do things very easily. The game is much smoother. Like I've heard the upgrade from 120 or 60 to 120 is higher than the upgrade from 120 to 240. And I can see that. Now, of course, I haven't tried 240 yet, but I'm already noticing a huge difference from 60. This is slightly below what I normally play on, but in public servers with lag and everything, it's a good amount of FPS. Because not many people are going to have insanely high FPS in public servers. Because nobody's going to ask their dad if they're not playing, like, competitively, or their clique. Nobody's going to ask their dad for $1 million PC. So, overall, this is actually pretty good. 120 FPS for the win, actually. Now, I'm really loving 120. So, let's see what we can do with 144. Now this is the refresh rate of my monitor, because I'm just playing on a laptop, and holy, my edits are super clean. Now you might be starting to notice at this point that you might have to exchange your graphics for performance if you're on a lower end PC. But overall, this gameplay is pretty good. And I would actually recommend this if you have a slower PC. Find out ways to boost it, to boost your PC. And this is actually a good FPS to run on. Now, of course, I'm definitely a Fortnite pro.
Are you sure about that?
Edits are super good. But I actually love 144 FPS. Now my laptop's not that consistent for FPS, but let's see what we're jumping all the way up to 180 FPS now. It's at this point where I realize that you need a bit of a higher end device to run 180, but it's not. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be that good. It can be a mid-range. I love this. This is actually so smooth. Now, of course, FPS isn't everything. I mean, Clicks was destroying the wager community well before he had above 100 FPS. Well, when wagering was still illegal in Fortnite. But you can really easily do quad edits on this. And triple edits are just too easy. Now, I love 180 FPS for the win, truthfully. It's like mid-range. Computer can easily run 180. And it still is really good. Now 240 is a different story, because I can't, because you need a higher end PC for this, but not necessarily the highest PC. You can run this easily on a you can run this very easily on a GeForce RTX 4060. Like maybe even a 4090. 4090 can actually reach 360, I think. Now, 4090 is like much higher than my laptop, but this is actually very consistent. My laptop can run this pretty well, but it was pretty cheap, so if you're a cheaper player, just figure out how to boost your FPS. And you'll be good. Alright. Now the final boss. 360 FPS. My PC can run nowhere near 360. But it's having it up there actually improves my performance. Though it's not showing 360, it's actually running like 300. And how I know this is I've tested with different softwares that test your FPS. So 360, it's really good. It's really good. Your edits will be consistent and everything, but it's really not about FPS that much. As long as you have skill. If you're a good player, then you're gonna clip people with low FPS. Is there a difference? Very much so. The quality of the game gets better the higher FPS you have. But if you're like a cheaper player, I'd actually say 120 FPS is perfectly fine, and you can run it on slightly higher graphics, so that's actually really good. Now that's it for this video. Please consider liking and subscribing, and that's out and out.